Hear me out, man. I genuinely think Lucas Tracy is ahead of the game and he's just made one of the best GOAT lists we've ever seen. In a couple years, people are gonna agree with Lucas Tracy's current takes, but they will never give Lucas the credit, man. Trust me, guys. Trust me. We've seen this kind of shit play out over and over and over again in politics and the UFC takes, all of this shit. Right now, the main criticisms I'm kind of hearing about are title wins matter, or he's rage baiting, or he's counting robberies. Like, what? There's more, trust me, there's a lot more, but I just don't want this video to be that long, man. But these few takes I mentioned are genuinely retarded, man. Winning the belt proves that you're the best, man, and you're maintaining it, so you keep defending and you keep being the best, dude. Have you never heard of prospects? Have you never heard of people constantly talking, oh, when this guy's the future champion, man. When this guy reaches the top, he's gonna beat the champ, whoever the champ is at that time. Have you never heard of gatekeepers? How many times have you seen a fighter who's like the perfect stylistic matchup to beat the champ, but then he goes to the gatekeeper and the gatekeeper just fucks him up and gets rid of him? How many times have you seen shit like that play out? And you're gonna sit here and tell me just, oh, you have that leather strap, dude. You have the leather strap with a little bit of gold and some rubies on the side. That makes you special. That makes you a great fighter. Get the fuck out with that bullshit, man. Then the other criticism is, oh, he's counting robberies, dude. The judges have already made that decision, man. It is what it is. You can't just make your own shit up. Why are you giving so much fucking importance to these dumbass nepo judges, dude? We all know that they have the dumbest takes at times, but you want us to just sit asses here and accept it. People objectively win decisions, okay? There is a judging criteria for a reason. We the fans can objectively decide who won fights, okay? It's not that hard. Pause, but you get what I mean. Just stop giving these fucking nepo judges all this power, man. Like, what the fuck, man? We're supposed to just sit here and just reward Jones for getting his ass whooped by Reyes? Like, come on now. Some of y'all gotta check yourselves, man. Sheep mentality, following the herd. Think for your fucking selves, will ya? It annoys me, man. It really does. There's so much fucking crazy shit that happens in the world, man, and it's because most people just have that repeated retarded mentality. I can't even say the word because I'll get fucking banned off of YouTube. And then when shit hits the fan, they just want to point fingers because all they did was follow the herd, man. It's the herd that caused the problem, it's not me. Morons. Alright, anyways, man, I'm getting carried away. The only thing I probably disagree with on the list is that Jones and Khabib are a little too high. Controversial, but I said it. Another thing that I disagree with is the amount of weight that Lucas puts on losses. Because look, man, the reason he said he put Armin where he put him is because he really only lost to Makhachev when he was a tadpole, and that was on a week's notice. Armin taking a toe-to-toe with Islam on short notice when he was 22 is nuts. That is actually crazy. And also Lucas thinks the Gamrot fight was a robbery. You know, arguably it was. I mean, most people agree it was. So his whole point was that if you're gonna put Khabib as high as you did just because he's undefeated, even though I think he did lose to Tibau, controversial take again, but based on the current rule set at least, you just have to put someone with just one close loss up there, man, with a lot of decent wins on his resume, by the way. But I disagree placing either one of them as high as they are. I think Armin is still top 30, but I don't think Khabib is top 6. You know, that's very high for Khabib in my opinion. And when it comes to John Jones, fuck that, dude. Just one fucking elite win in the UFC, and that was against a fat flyweight DC, and all things just point to him being on roids in that first fight as well. And most of his other wins are just goofy, dude. Like, especially considering the circumstances of all those fights and what those fighters became like after the fact, and we saw them go up against other high-level competition. I'm not gonna go into depth in this video, man. It'll take an hour at least. I have so much shit to say about this fraud's resume. It's actually crazy, but I'm not gonna go into it in this video. I'll create a whole separate video for that. He lost to Reyes. That's right, we're gonna rub that shit in his face again. He knew that he was gonna get knocked the fuck out against Tom. Minus points for ducking. And here's the fucking thing with this whole counting losses as heavily as y'all wanna, and that includes Lucas. One of the things that makes MMA as beautiful as it is that the best fight the best, man. One guy's gonna lose, one guy's gonna win. It's all good at the end of the day. We don't want to fucking turn the sport into boxing, man, where everyone's just ducking everyone to keep their zero. Y'all are gonna ruin the sport, dude. Y'all are gonna ruin the sport if y'all keep this criteria up. Now look, man, apart from all this, there's definitely some things that I would move about here and there. But overall, man, I think it's a pretty solid list. I think it's one of the best lists I've seen on the internet. There is still a little bit of that old man bias or whatever, where they rank these old heads a little high. But it's fine, I'll let it slide a little bit. Overall, it's a based fucking GOAT list, man. It's unlike all the other NPC ones that are out there. But yeah, anyways, man, the people who watch my stuff, like, y'all are some smart ass people, dude. Like, y'all come up with some good ass points in the comment sections all the time. But there's always the occasional numbnut that just pops in, probably to the recommended page or something, which is fine, man. Like, everyone's been there at some point. It just takes someone like us to bring them to the light, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay, we can forgive y'all. Derrick Lewis and Stephen Thompson fight week. Hopefully the prediction video comes out tomorrow. And yeah, man, that's it for this one. And pray for Ben Askren, dude. Fuck, I saw his condition. Like, there's a couple of things in the entire year that really shock me, and seeing him in that bed, like, all skinny, shriveled up with that crazy ass facial hair was, dude, that got to me, man. That really, like, that was crazy to me. racing. That was crazy. So, you know, our prayers go out to you, my man. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.